Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the pregame segment for the SOS Tournament 2020. We have just done the pick ban phase for our semifinal number 2. I'm joined by Captain Munchies. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great, especially after that 5-minute match between those
That was
Iron
rough.
Commander.
That
That
was
was that
rough.
was rough.
I felt bad for Iron Commander. I mean, one thing that we didn't say in that match, I'm gonna go on a little tangent, is that this was a rematch of their tournament game in the Gamer Replays tournament, which Iron Commander won 2-0. So now they're kind of tied. So it's very, very interesting. Anyway, let's talk about this match. This match is definitely no slouch. We got MauganRa versus Hope going up in a best out of 3. Well, what are your thoughts on this one?
I Foxtermelon won. He's Aeon. He's going on the grand final. I really want Hope to win. I want a Cybrin into the final. I don't want Aeon versus Aeon. We were
Yeah.
kind of speaking about that earlier. Hope saying he's not on his best game today. I hope that's not true. He needs some mimosas in his system, a little bit of Monster, but maybe a little bit of Red Bull.
Some vodka, he's Russian, man. That's what you need, dude.
Some vodka in his mimosa. That works. I want Hope to be on his game. I want to see a great match between the two.
Yeah, this is a pretty rare thing to have these two go up against each other. I think we all know MauganRa's views on Cybern, and of course he loves that Aeon play. So this is going to be a treat if both of these games are on their play. I am expecting it to go to game 3. So let's actually talk, because this is a very close matchup in my opinion, and I think both of these players can take it. Let's talk a little bit about each map. So the first map, interestingly, before the first map, both of these players counterpicked each other's counterbanned each other's air maps. So Hope banned Etched, which is very Aeon favored, and MauganRa banned Emerald, which is very Cybern favored. So that's very interesting right there. You can just tell that these players are on top of it and know what's up. And Hope picked Shiva Prime. What are your thoughts on that one?
Shiva, out of all the games we've seen, they all love going land and pushing each other on that northern part of the circle, and it seems to escalate into a land war. Rarely see experimentals. Usually, maybe a megalith. That's what I think Hope is going for. Maybe. Trying to push out some early experimentals to counter those Aeon missile launchers.
Yeah,
I think that's what Hope might be going for. MauganRa, I'm not sure. Probably going for missile launchers. He seems to be doing that lately.
Yeah, and we were talking about how it seems Hope has been picking Shiva Prime quite a bit. I think he's been practicing it, and it looked like even from the first game that we cast, it was a fairly close or a fairly prepped or rehearsed build order from him. So that will be an interesting match. MauganRa, I don't remember too many of his matches on this map, but I think Aeon is probably a little bit more favored because of those choke points that we've been seeing on that map. So it's going to be very interesting what Hope brings to kind of stop that PD creep that can happen on the top of this map. But let's go to game 2. Game 2 was MauganRa's pick. We have Desolatia of all maps. So we're going to see again Shiva Prime to Desolatia. What are your thoughts on Desolatia here?
Desolatia's going to... I have no doubt in my mind we're going to see some turret creep from MauganRa. Going down that center lane, slowly creeping up with land units and more turrets. I don't know how Hope will counter that. I hope he knows how.
Yeah, I mean, Hope knows how to do everything, I feel. So this is going to be just absolutely crazy once again. And so the next two bans were Seraphim from Hope and Boolean from MauganRa. These players do not want to play air maps, I tell you. So that leaves Open Palms to be the tiebreaker. And of course, I mean, I'll let you talk about Open Palms, but you can't get any more classic Subcom 2 than that.
Oh no, I'm hoping to see on Open Palms. It's a large map, so I'm hoping to see a lot of units, a lot of hopefully some experimentals. I've seen very little experimentals, so I'm hoping to see some of those and seeing some large battles, and it won't be over very quickly.
Yeah, for sure. So that is our lineup. Before we go on a short break, your prediction as to the score.
I'm thinking that Hope will win Shiva Prime. Hope's been doing really well in Shiva Prime. I feel that MauganRa will win Desolatia. And Open Palms, that's such a hard pick. I want Hope to win, but if it goes to Open Palms, I think Aeon might have the advantage there.
Okay, so you're predicting MauganRa 2-1?
I'm predicting MauganRa 2-1.
I think we're going to have our first disagreement between the casters today. I'm going to go with Hope 2-1. Hope is just, like I said yesterday, Hope just scares the living bejesus out of me. And Cybern is annoying, especially when it gets to Open Palms. I think Cybern can edge out a win, especially if Hope is at the wheel driving it. So we are going to be right back. Let's see who is right, Captain or me, in our predictions. And we will be shortly there because our players are already in the lobby and ready to go. So we'll be right back, everybody. Alrighty, everybody. Welcome to our first map, Shiva Prime. This is semifinal number 2. Mr. Captain, who are our players?
In the bottom right-hand corner, we have Hope spawning in as the red Cybern Commander, popping up a single land factory, but focusing more on his mass first. Who do we have on the top left there, Mr. Knight?
On the top left, we got our blue Aeon Commander with the name of MauganRa spawning in and filling up his mass extractors and plopping down one air factory. So it's going to be an air opening versus a land opening. Going to be very interesting. And I mean, this is what Hope has been doing on this map. So I think MauganRa can expect this, maybe?
Yeah, we'll have to see what Hope pops out of this factory first. It would probably be an adapter. I don't think so. I think that's a easy counterplay. What's coming out? Ooh, a Brockman.
You know, actually, on the Twitter spheres, well, we don't have a Twitter sphere. Hope doesn't have a Twitter sphere, but in the messages, actually, Hope has voiced disagreement with opening up with adapters against air. So we shall see what he does. But, you know, adapters are always good, I feel like. I think it has to do with a little bit of research play. But we do see Brackman coming out. That is surely interesting. I don't think I've...
Nice artillery.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen him open up this aggressively with Brackman ever. We also see an air factory or an anti-air turret coming out. I think that's going to finish, so MauganRa will have to back out here. Might lose a plane.
Oh, yep, there it goes. It finishes, and there goes one plane.
Yep.
Down it goes.
That is an unfortunate loss, to be completely honest.
It's a good thing that he didn't manage to kill that engineer before it finishes, or else that would have been a waste of mass.
Yep. So that engineer does have a little bit of free reign over here. MauganRa should not be pushing in. He's going to lose another plane right here. Might lose a third. No, that plane is going to get away with half health.
Just barely. He might have to rethink his strategy on trying to fight him with air. That's a really well-placed anti-air tower for just one.
We do see MauganRa plopping down 2 land factories to try and counter Hope's build here, but Hope already has a crap ton of Brackman. It looks like MauganRa also paused the production on his air factory, and it looks like these players are pretty much mirroring each other. And I would say the opening build or the opening play has gone to Hope because of that air pickoff. What do you think?
Yeah, just like the last, or well, not the last match we had, but the one between... it was between MauganRa and Iron Commander, where he went full air and then had to stop using air. It might turn out similar to that. So Hope definitely has the advantage here with a bunch of land units versus, oh no, MauganRa has Shotjas.
Yeah, and actually I'm going to redact that statement. I think actually MauganRa came on top because he stopped air production and he forced that anti-air tower from Hope. That is actually a fairly hefty investment. Nobody really thinks about investing into anti-air towers and PDs, but it's certainly a very big investment, and I'm not sure about that mass extractor placement. That actually might catch Hope back up.
I don't know, I would think to, I'm surprised he didn't just capture it.
Yeah, that would have been totally fine, I think. But maybe he wanted the RP, which is totally reasonable.
No, that's true. And the mass he's just going to gain from sucking up the yummy yummy mass, putting a land factory kind of off in the back there. More shots just coming out.
So it's Shajas versus Brackman. What are your thoughts on these two units?
I can't remember the range from Brackman, but I know that Shotchas are completely annoying. So I think an early push would have helped when there was only 2. But now that there's around 8, 9, 10, that's going to be tough to pull off.
I definitely agree with you. I think it's going to come down to MauganRa's micro. That ACU is going to be pretty useless from him because if those Brackmen manage to get a good shot against those Shajas are so incredibly weak that they will just die. They will melt against a really good place shot. And Hope has actually been demonstrating very good ground fire in the previous matches in the group stages yesterday. So this is panning out to be a very close game. Looks like MauganRa is actually restarting some production on his air factory, but it looks like it's engineers for now.
Maybe he might go for a capture.
Looks like he wants to expand quite a bit.
Possibly. They are pushing. Hope has stopped pushing down to the south spawn position. I guess there's a couple airplanes that he might see that are holding him back from doing that.
And I think I'm beginning to like more and more the position for MauganRa. The third land factory just barely coming out for Hope, and there's a fourth one being built by the commander, so that might catch him up a little bit. But MauganRa has caught up. He has prevented the expansion. He's expanding quite a bit. He does not need to push here. I think he can just sit back and make the tax dollars go to work for himself here. Or is that how you say it?
I'm not paying for these.
Well, I mean, the tax dollars from all those people working at the mass extractors and paying up.
They're paying for all those shotches.
Yep.
Turn around, so no.
We don't want militarized Aeon. We want.
We want Cybern. Damn it. Aeon are too powerful.
Oh man.
We're pushing in with that engineer on the south. See what this one plane will do to it.
Yeah. Looks like, yeah, that plane probably is going to get picked off. There's going to be some automatic targeting. And it looks like MauganRa did actually restart his production but on those air, so that's going to make it quite a bit easier to pick off that engineer over there.
Yep. Engineer trying to make its way back to the anti-air tower, but will it get there quick enough before those 3 units get there? I don't think so.
So what do you think Hope is teching towards?
He doesn't have.
He's clearly playing defensively.
He doesn't have a lot of. He doesn't have any research. He's got a few powers. I think he. It's hard to tell. I hope he's going Megalith. I want him to go Megalith. I love Megalith.
I think that's what he's doing. That's what we saw him do in the 2 games that we casted on this map before. Actually, on 1. So the first. Yep.
Oh, yeah. There it is.
However, we do have 2 research stations for MauganRa. And that might be quite a bit dangerous. Let's see if he also goes adapters. That would be interesting to see.
Would be.
MauganRa needs to scout here. Oh, manages to pick up that engineer in the north. So that's pretty good. Shutting down the Hope's expansion even more.
Oh, poor little engineer. He gone.
And honestly, in this position, at least on open palms, Aeon can hard counter the Megalith with just a bunch of land production because he has so much mass extractors at this point. He has a lot. He's expanded to the bottom. He's building energy generators, suggesting teleport probably progression here. And the only thing that's going for Hope, I think, here is, again, those choke points, those nasty choke points that will give the Megalith the most advantage here.
It's true. Hope putting in more research. One research station that Megalith is about a third of the way done. No pushes yet from either side, but MauganRa is putting some Yenzus up in that top circle.
one thing that we do see MauganRa do very often, and you probably haven't seen this yet, but he really likes to progress sometimes into shields and just go into turtle mode with Shajas. That is something that I love that build, by the way. And against megaliths and against in a choke point, especially like this, that might actually be a very, very good build here. So let's see what he decides to spend his research on, but I think that's a very good progression, and we know that he does this quite frequently, actually, and on maps like Open Palms that are fairly open.
Yeah, and I mean, you're not wrong, because he has shields on those shots just now.
Oh, I meant shields in like the shield generators.
Oh, shield generators, gotcha, gotcha.
But it looks like he does have shields on his units, so I think he is committing to teleport, at least for now.
Be a good play. Just teleport right on this commander.
Yeah, but it's dangerous. Dangerous with Cyber and Structure Dedo and Unit Dedo.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this is going to be very close.
Megalith. Yeah. Come on, little megalith.
Oh, he's turning around. What? MauganRa is going to see this megalith. Perfect scout. Going to see the factory too. Going to see that there's just one and one research station. Perfect scout even gets away. Holy Jesus.
Ooh.
All right, so let's see MauganRa's position here. A lot of PDs going down. I think he is going turtle mode.
Looks like it. With all that extra mass, it's going to be hard to come back from that.
Yeah, honestly, this is... I still, for the moment being, I favor Hope's position with the megalith. Oh, look at that. Hope has expanded to the bottom. I didn't even see that. That actually might be a huge deal here. Wow.
Yeah, he just put down... built that factory. I noticed that just like a second ago, but we've got some unfinished anti-air towers. Hopefully he gets that back up before those planes turn around. Or they might just sit there idle.
And this is exactly what I was hoping this map would turn into, just this two battleground thing. Oh man, this is turning out to be a very interesting game here.
There's a lot of units, just what we wanted.
Yep, we got our megaliths coming out. MauganRa spamming down a lot of research stations. Some of his units are towards the back too, and not under shields. So this is a little bit of poor positioning. I think he could position his units a little bit better. Nice bombing run coming in.
Ooh, just. Ooh, only got one unit.
Yeah, it's gonna lose probably 2 planes here. No, keep it moving, Maugan. Oh no, no.
There goes 1 plane, 2 planes. Ooh.
Okay, that was not worth it at all.
That was a misplay.
Oh man, that breaks my heart.
Ooh, Hope putting a couple of turrets down.
Megaliths advancing. There are those adapters.
Ooh, yay.
All right, I wanna make a bet here that Hope has Unit Dedo, 100%.
Ooh. Jump jet Unit Dedo.
Yeah, look at these 2 engineers building PDs at the bottom.
Yeah, he's turtle crawling.
Oh, that PD goes down. Ooh. Nice.
And his PD is up. But will the mobile missile launcher? Oh.
There's so many fights happening that air is gonna die. Oh, nice teleport by MauganRa. Might pick off this megalith over here. Oh my goodness.
Can you get it under shields quick enough?
Hope
yes, he
doesn't
can.
have structure or doesn't have Unit Dedo yet. Oh no. Oh no. Nice teleports.
Ooh, he's teleporting the back, going after. Ooh, does he not have structure Dedo?
Probably not. He actually doesn't have that much research generators. MauganRa needs to teleport that force away. Very nicely done from MauganRa. And on the right-hand side, we have his forces advancing. There's 1 megalith that's coming over there to try and counter that. There's 3 fights happening on this map. This is ridiculous.
This is some micro to hell.
Yep. That's not a good teleport from MauganRa, I would say. His forces are also getting picked off on the right. Needs to start moving his units a little bit better.
Yep, those units are doing nothing. They're just getting picked off. He needs to teleport them in. But
that is not good.
Those shots are just getting absolutely dominated by those megaliths.
That is a lot of units lost for MauganRa.
I'm seeing very little shots. It seems he's mostly moved on to Yenzu's.
Okay, that was a very weird teleport. Very, very weird teleport. Oh, boy.
MauganRa moving on the south with a few missile launchers. Moving some of that to those bases. Keeping right outside.
Too many adapters.
Ooh, need to get that Megalith under shields.
Holy crap, there's 4 megaliths now.
It's a good experimental, good experimental. Ooh, and down go those missile launchers in the south. He's going to push in.
Man, I think MauganRa just played this a little wrong. Teleport is
down
not that great. Oh, 1 megalith, but there's still 3 more. Oh, man.
Ooh, get down goes 1 factory. How many PDs are left?
And even without, I think there's just 1 PD, actually.
Oh, there was just 1?
Yeah. There's so much bracken fire.
Well, if he didn't have research for any unit deado or structure deado, he definitely has it now.
Yeah, and MauganRa gets completely overrun here.
He is trapped unless he puts teleport on his commander. He ain't getting out of this one.
Well, I think that's game. He lost even on the bottom now too. He keeps on making MMLs on the bottom, which is not what he needs down there.
No.
So yeah, he's gonna go down here.
Yeah, he keeps investing in research stations. My guess is that he was gonna try to push into ACU upgrades after seeing he was gonna lose that battle.
Yeah, there's just a combination of adapters versus, or sorry, adapters and megalith are just too good in this case.
Yeah.
MauganRa goes down in game 1.
Congratulations, Hope, and we're gonna move on to the second map.
Desolatia. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Welcome back, everybody, to the second game between MauganRa and Hope. On the bottom right here, we have Hope spawning in as the red Cybern Commander, putting down a double land factory, but after his mass. Who do we have on the top left?
On the top left, fighting for his tournament life, we have our Aeon Commander with the color green. It is MauganRa putting down 3 land factories. No, that's just a requeue. 2 land factories. There we go.
Positioning them.
Yeah, looks like both of these players. Oh wow, 3rd land factory from Hope. Gonna be going on a very, very big offensive here.
I'm curious what he has in store as this 1 unit comes out. What is it? It's a loyalist. Just normal loyalist. Maybe Zerg rushing him.
There we go. Where are the banelings? Oh my god, they're totally banelings. Holy crap. You can structure deado them. You can loyalist bust his base.
I'd love to see it.
All right, so we do see the first unit for Hope is a loyalist. The first unit for MauganRa is an MML, and I actually like this for Cybern quite a bit more because if you get a lot of loyalists, that can easily overrun. Oh man, there's even a second MML coming out, and Hope is starting to flank here, and MauganRa doesn't even have a radar yet. I guess Cybern, I feel like you need an earlier radar.
I feel like you do too. Does Hope even have a radar? Oh, he's putting one up.
Yeah, that should be Aeon's radar right there.
Yeah, MauganRa not yet even deciding. Oh, there we go. There's the radar.
Okay, thank God, but I think that's still going to be a little too late. Is that Shajas? Shajas coming out. Shajas are not a good answer to these flanking loyalists. And I'm starting to be a little concerned for MauganRa's position here.
Yeah,
I'm entering panic mode. I'm building all the PDs, man.
He's got to see the... yeah, Shacha's very slow.
He sees it. Okay, so he sees it. Let's see the control. Two Shajas with proper control, if Hope is not paying attention, might be able to clear it out. Yeah, he's sending 2 more back there, but this might be very rough up there. He's probably going to lose that mass extractor. Yes, definitely.
Yeah. That's 100 mass gone.
He's still rallied back there.
Moving to destroy the mass extractor and pulling back, maybe to grab 6 instead of 3 against those 4 Shachas. Those Shachas are lining up to fire.
Meanwhile, Hope is pushing out down the center. There needs to be a shield generator probably going down on that factory.
Is this possibly what's going up on it? Nope, just another Gotcha.
Oof. Look at what Hope is doing with the bots up top. He's bringing them down the bottom, and that's a lot of bots that's going to be coming down.
Ooh. Is this going to be it?
This doesn't look good for Maugan. There's no production on that factory.
Ooh.
Hope is also very low, though. Those Shajas have been doing a lot of work.
Here comes some reinforcements for Hope. Those 6 loyalists he pulled back. Down goes that factory. MauganRa not looking. Ooh. This is a 5-minute match.
Yep, this is another 5-minute match, and MauganRa is going to go down. Hope is not low enough, so this is going to be a win for Hope. 2-0. Hope moves on to the final to join Foxtermelon.
Oh.
And both of us were wrong on the score prediction.
Yeah, we both predicted they'd go to open palms, and that did not happen.
Oh man! Well, I hope that we're gonna be treated with an open palms game 5 in the final. It should. It's promising to be a very good final. Foxtermelon versus Hope. Of course, we're gonna bring you all of that analysis very shortly. We're probably gonna get our casters up in here pretty soon, and we're gonna get it going a little early. So I don't know how long of a break we're going to have, but don't go anywhere. Spread the word, everybody, please. Let's get at least 30 viewers in here. We're going to be doing giveaways. We're going to be doing all the stuff. So please, please spread the word. Get people to join in. Let's make this a wonderful final. It's going to be a good one. Foxtermelon versus Hope, the best Aeon for the time being against the best Cybran for the time being, and probably, maybe, of all the world. So let us go on a short break. We'll be right back. For now, thank you, Captain Munchies, for casting with us. It was a pleasure having you on, and I hope to see you return to making your YouTube videos and in the future for future tournaments to cast with me.
You might just see me. Thank you very much for having me, Hope. Or, I mean,
Nite. It's all good. All right, everybody. Take care. We'll be right back.